Hello! Welcome to the world of today. I'm
Are you sure it's
Dry.
not 1930s Mississippi?
It's not 1930s. It's the modern day. She has a phone, I think.
I don't know if I believe you.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't remember.
I don't think she has a phone, Dry.
It feels like she has a phone.
Not on her.
But hi, I'm Jiraiya, joined by E
Yeah.
and Robbie.
Hi.
And we're gonna play more South of Midnight tonight, and I'm definitely gonna remember how to.
Yeah.
It's like dicey with the chance of meatballs, but better. Whatever that
Oh,
game
yeah.
was.
I think that's a better name for it.
Just stealing another movie's name.
Yeah. That's how we should name things. That's how AI does it, so why can't we?
I mean, because we're not AI.
That you're aware of. I also started setting up my PS5 for the stream, and I was like hooking a bunch of cables in. And then, like, right when I was about to go and eat some food, I was like, ah, shit, we're playing this on PC.
So you gotta unhook it all.
Yep, sure did.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know why my brain was like, this is PS5 we're playing on.
I think it's because it's your go-to to play on.
It's just so easy to set up.
Easier than
I
your
mean-
PC, which you turn on and then you're good.
Yeah. I mean, look at this loading time. You wouldn't get this on PS5.
That's speaking.
Yeah, I don't
of,
know what's going on with that.
Speaking of PlayStation, they did a thing today, didn't they?
They sure did do a thing, E, and they announced a thing that I think you'd enjoy.
Was it the Marvel 4v4 fighting game that seems to be somewhat inspired by Marvel vs. Capcom?
That's the one.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I mean, I wish it was Marvel vs. Capcom, but they kind of screwed over Capcom, so I'd be so surprised if they ever collab.
Yeah. Am I getting 60?
I mean, Stranger Things, I guess.
No, it's Marvel still.
That's I don't think I don't think they're adding 11 as DLC.
That'd be
But
hilarious.
what if?
I mean, fuck it, you know. I just learned they added SpongeBob to fucking Sonic racing game.
What?
I mean, that actually does make sense a little bit.
You can't just do
Does
that.
it? What do you mean?
Because, like, Nickelodeon and Sega, you kind of go together like peanut butter and jelly.
Never been associated with one another ever.
I don't know if I believe that.
Go together like peanut
no.
butter and ostrich eggs.
Yeah.
Because most Sega, anytime Sega did a cartoon, it was 4Kids or whatever the fuck Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was on. I don't know. Not Nickelodeon.
I thought that was Disney. Oh, shit.
I don't
one
think
way
it
to
was
find out. Two ways to find out. I'm all saying it.
I'm stopping the stream. I'm Googling it, too. Okay, so I can double and then do weird glidey thing, but that's not really a glide. It's basically a triple jump. Looks like I'm not supposed to go this way. Fuck, I'm totally lost.
Check your map. I think you have a book, or not your, but like your inventory stuff. I think you have a book that tells you.
World. Alright, this is where we're at. Okay, creatures. Jolene. Oh, that's characters. I was like, creatures, Jolene, what?
Yeah, I have an alligator named Jolene.
Oh, those stupid mushrooms, right? A knot. Okay, I remember that. Okay. Alright, the game's coming back to me.
Yeah. I know what, Jiraiya?
Yeah.
It might be Disney. It looks like 98 to
Yeah.
2002. It was on Toon Disney.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. It's on syndication, then USA Network, then Toon Disney, then This TV, then Encore Family, then Computer Network, and then Me TV Tunes. In
No one wanted
last
this
year.
fucking show.
Right?
Is all also over the course of 20 years. No, 30 years. Sorry.
Yeah. And then there's the other Sonic cartoon, which I think also just was everywhere. but not on Nick.
No, apparently not.
I like genuinely. I think the closest you can argue Nickelodeon and Sega crossing over is there's a Garfield and Sonic PC combo game. Like it came with 2 games. I think that's the closest because Nick owns Garfield now.
Ow. Wait, Nick owns Garfield?
Yeah, that's why he's in the Nick fighting game, the Nick platform fighter.
Huh.
Viacom specifically owns Garfield now.
So you're saying that it actually makes a lot of sense if Garfield were in Sonic Racing.
I think that would make more sense. Yes, honestly.
Also, hello, Sam and Chat.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, this is the way.
Let's go. Got a bottle to fill.
Okay. That's
What else
done.
did they show off at that thing, Jiraiya, other than a cool fighting game, and that's the only thing I saw anyone talk about.
People were real hype about that fighting game. I was watching it at work halfway, so I didn't really get to pay total attention to it.
Honestly, fighting game fans are eating good. We have so much shit coming out.
They showed more of that climbing game.
Getting over it with Bennett Foddy.
That's the one.
They made a VR version of that game.
Getting over it with Bennett Foddy?
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
I mean, how do you feel about getting over it in first-person mode in VR?
Oh, it sounds awful. I think I just explained how I feel about that. I've never played Getting Over It still. I want to at some point.
I forget the name of the climbing game. It's like a very slow game, though. It's not QWOP, but it looks like it's meant to be like very...
A game about climbing?
No, it's a one-word game. It's like Crane or something.
Oh no, one climbing game I kind of want to get into, it just came out recently, is White Knuckle.
It's not that. It hasn't come out yet. I'm sure you could look at a list and find it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a list. Let's see. Pragmata delayed again. First thing it shows.
Yeah, that was delayed again. Oh, actually...
Romeo is a dead man?
Yes, Romeo is a dead man. Actually, I was about to say, that does look fucking dope. That's the next Grasshopper game is going.
Oh, okay.
Which one's Grasshopper?
Shadows of the Damned.
Also, No More Heroes.
Also, yeah, that small game that nobody's heard of.
Yeah,
Fuck you, I love that game.
more people probably know them from that.
Yeah.
And also, I would have known them from that. What's zombies attack, nearly killing Romeo? Huh?
It looks
sounds
really
like one of
silly.
those. Okay.
The opening cutscene that they showed is like they are about to sit down and eat dinner, and then a zombie attacks, and he's like, "Oh no, I think I'm dying." He's like, "You are dying, Romeo, but don't worry, I'll bring you back." "Oh, I didn't bring you back in time. You're gonna be half zombie. That means you're gonna be a human, undead man." No, that doesn't sound right. This looks very, very silly.
It sounds like it might be a higher production version of Manual Samuel.
Yeah.
Julie's guilt got the best
Yeah,
of
we
her,
all know that.
despite telling herself it wasn't.
Dude,
much.
we played it on stream.
Yeah.
Daddy didn't punish
Oh,
her
shit.
Tom all those years. They would've
Really?
done what they did.
Yes, me and you played it on stream,
She
Drya.
vowed to dedicate herself
The
to good
two of
work
us?
and let the Lord
Yes.
Yes. That's why he specified you too.
Yeah. Remember, you had to control his breathing while I controlled his legs to move him from point A to point B?
Yeah.
God damn it, Drya.
Oh lord. Anyways, Jolene killed her husband with an alligator.
Yeah, no,
I thought it was her father.
We figured that out. Oh wow, we were real close to the end of that, huh?
I would laugh if this chapter ends right here.
It
I
might.
think it might.
Finally, boss fight. You had to blow out the candle. Let's see. Silent Hill F.
They showed more of that. It looks like Silent Hill Downpour. And people who are in the know know that's not something great.
Yeah, that's not a compliment.
Yeah, I heard Robbie immediately.
If I remember correctly, Downpour is like the lowest tier of Silent Hill, according to fans.
Yeah, the combat looks like it's from Downpour, which didn't look great. They showed off Neo 3, which seems like a little bit faster paced than Neo 2. So that seems
What
cool.
Digimon?
They showed off another Digimon RPG. The combat does not have active anything in it, so I won't be playing it.
You're a baby.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a
What kind of fucking Digimon fan are you? A new Digimon game comes out and you're not gonna play it?
I'm also like 3 Digimon games behind. If I want to start that, I'm like 400 hours behind.
You don't have to play the other ones.
I think you do. I think they're all connected.
Yeah,
You don't have to
Digimon
play
games like
them.
Final Fantasy games. You need to play all of them in order to get what's going on.
No, Robbie,
Yeah, you have
no,
to start-
don't use my thing to do your thing.
You have to start with Digimon on the Famicom, actually.
Yeah.
A game that definitely exists. Digimon definitely was around in like the early 80s.
I actually do
I know it's
own
good.
the very first of this Digimon series. I got it for free, so I own it. I just haven't played it.
It's not Cyber Sleuth, right? That's a different series.
That's the same series. I think that's the second one in that series, though.
Ah.
Should
Let's see.
head towards
Final
the-
Fantasy
They
Tactics.
said the
Oh, yeah,
trailer
they're
got
remaking
caught in the
that.
riverbed.
Baby Steps? Is that the game?
No, that one looks funny though.
That does
too.
look really funny.
That one's a quap.
Irogami.
Oh, that one actually did look fun. That's like an origami platformy thing. That looks cool.
Let's see. Cairn?
That's the one. That's the
The
classic.
spelling one?
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat Collection. Actually, that looks pretty dope. It's by the same guys that did the Atari one. That same studio. What's his name? Former
Phil
Giant Bomb
Spencer.
guy used to be a part of that studio, and he helped do the interviews and stuff for it. Drew Scanlon, the blinking guy meme.
Yeah.
He helped make that Atari game. I don't think he works at that studio anymore though.
Let's Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater.
That wasn't announced here. They showed more of it. It looks like they're staying pretty true to that. So,
Yeah, what's essentially a remake of Metal Gear Solid 3.
yeah.
Let's see. Astrobot levels.
Yep, they did show that. So that's always cool. I've actually not played any of the extra Astrobot stuff they've added in. But it's all free.
Yeah.
Some-
Oh, wasn't? I heard that they announced like Bond by Hitman devs.
Yeah, by IO. They did show that there's like 20 seconds of maybe actual gameplay. It looks like
that's
it,
what I'm looking for, you know.
I mean, that's just what was in the trailer. It's still early on,
Yeah.
or early-ish. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not super hyped about it. Like maybe I'm meant to be.
Well, you're not like super into Hitman, right?
I'm not. I'm not super.
He's
into
not.
it. I like James Bond, but it looks like it's not really going to be Hitman either, though. From what it showed, it looks like they're really kind of leaning into the Bondisms of it all.
Gonna play poker for 5 hours.
That would be fun. No, everything they showed was like very high intensity action stuff.
What do you mean that would be fun? Go play Balatro then.
That's not real poker. That's fake poker. Doesn't
Could
count.
be real poker.
Counts on how you play it.
If you don't unlock any of the jokers and never use them, then it's real poker.
If you don't do anything that makes that game fun, then yeah, it's poker.
Are you implying poker's not fun?
Maybe. Maybe I am. What else?
That seemed to be. I mean, looking through the list, that's like the main things I saw.
Yeah.
Other than,
People claim that it was a pretty good one, but I don't know.
I mean, they announced a Marvel fighting game, so it has to be good by default.
Just the fact it's 4v4 sounds so, like, daunting for a non-fighting game person like me.
Marvel's 3v3.
See, that sounds like a lot, too.
I can't even say Marvel's 3v3 because that's also a Marvel.
What about one
I
versus
mean-
a half?
The thing about
Less
the
daunting?
Marvel, one versus half, you get the bottom half of Iron Man.
Yeah, it's just like a full person fighting a pair of legs.
But Marvel, the Versus series specifically, was actually very casual friendly because it had auto combos a lot of times. So you just kind of mashed a button,
Huh.
and it did shit.
That
Uh,
power. Ugh, God, it smells awful out here.
And I'm gonna say it's probably just the 4 characters all have low health. However, if you go online, you're gonna get your shit stomped for sure.
Yeah, no, that's just every fighting game for me. That's the default
Yeah.
rule.
I'm curious if they're gonna do much of a story.
I don't know. What would you do?
Probably depends. Generic, all the superheroes show up, story and
Yeah.
fight fucko wise.
That's my favorite Marvel villain, actually.
That's all they have left. They used all the other ones in the show, in the movies.
His evil twin brother, fucked the Wise is just not as good though. They were really stretching on that one,
Yeah.
but
You know, they hit like perfection with fucko, and it was really just like they're trying to retread that.
oh, hey pigs. Oh, they're dead.
I guess it was really hard for Marvel to beat whenever Fucko died, and he was just like, "You may be able to defeat me, but I cuckolded all of you."
That's so bad.
That's kind of the plot of some of the Marvel.
Yeah, that's kind of that's how a lot of Marvel villains win, actually.
It did have Doctor Doom, which was cool.
Awful
I mean, I
big
feel like
guy.
if it's Marvel versus Marvel, it should have
I'm gonna have to
Everyone.
everybody. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I
jeez.
just like I'm still so like fucking pissed about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite not having any Fantastic Four.
Wasn't that game bad?
It's
Alright,
fine.
Tom.
It plays all right. It looks bad, and they got really fucked over by Marvel being a piece of shit.
That tends to be the case with a lot of people who license
Yeah.
Marvel stuff out.
Yeah, like one of the specific things is like they weren't allowed to use any of the Fantastic Four stuff, which is a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom, quite honestly.
Right.
But they weren't allowed to do that because they didn't have the film rights, and they wanted it. They wanted like a bargaining chip, and they just wanted it to be more advertisement for the MCU.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
man.
lot of pig.
Oh,
Yeah, this feels a lot like Plague Tale, only with pigs instead of rats.
Pigtail.
don't throw up. There's the tangle.
Such a weird collectible.
A lot of work for 5.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, no. I thought the PlayStation thing was fine. A lot of things that were announced are all next year.
Yeah,
They
that's
showed-
always all these.
Yeah, they showed more Ghost of Yotai, and then they're gonna have a whole like 40-minute direct in July that's dedicated just to Ghost of Yotai. And nothing makes me like less excited for a game than be like, hey, why don't you talk about this one game for 40 minutes?
He's still salty about the Smash Bros. Direct 6 years ago.
I kind of am. It was not for me. It was not a direct for me.
That fucking rocked. I just remember you texting me like after it, and you're like, "You must have really enjoyed that direct, huh?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, direct was like, we changed Mario's punch power from 5.7 to 5.3. And I just imagine nerds in chat being like, fuck yeah!
A lot of them were like, "Damn it, they fucking ruined the character. Oh, he's gonna be unviable."
They nerfed Mario, no longer can or not.
Mario's no longer canon.
Yeah.
He's no longer canon.
No, I'm thinking in fuck, what was that game that I used to play? That mobile game I used to play all the time. Whenever they would nerf a character, like, oh, it's no longer, or that's no longer canon in my team now.
No longer
Because
viable.
like there's only like certain yeah. Well, yeah, that's how they said like it was no longer viable for Summoner's War. Is like because there's canon teams and canon teams are like the most valuable teams to like fight certain bosses. And so whenever they would nerf a character, sometimes they'd no longer be canon.
You played that game for forever.
I did.
That just seems rude.
That I played that game forever? That you got knocked over by mushroom?
Knocked over thing. No,
That's a really shitty place to put a mushroom.
no, you played that game for like 7 years. I feel like it was forever.
Yeah, I know. It's still on my phone. I just haven't played it since I got promoted because I just don't have time. I actually have to pay attention at work now.
I'm starting to see why fire started though.
No, it wasn't because I wasn't paying attention. It's because I wasn't in the building when it happened. That makes it sound worse, but sadly enough, it actually is better.
Oh, wait, what is this thing?
Yeah. Something else big happened today too, by the way.
What's that?
Deltarune.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
It's like Undertale, but instead of taking place underground, it takes place above ground.
It takes place Deltarune.
Oh no, that's my least favorite setting.
Yeah. We have to start off in Alpha Rune and then make your way to Deltarune.
Yeah, so I mostly after work I came home and started that. I decided just to restart. Well, one, I didn't have a save anyways, but because I lost it. But
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, I mean, it's still, if you want, you could just go to whatever chapter, but it does like have stuff it remembers from what you did before. So like,
Right. Yeah.
plus, you
Yeah,
know, lets
I've
me
been-
get.
Go ahead.
So it lets me like readjust to how the game is again.
Right. That's fair. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people with Switch 2s today. So
So you stole one.
yeah. I'm running from the cops right now. Yeah, I've been seeing.
I guess it wasn't today; it was yesterday. But I guess another thing too is they had the gameplay reveal the gameplay tech demo for The Witcher 4.
So no, actually, an article just came out about that today, which I found very interesting. It wasn't actually for Witcher. It is. Oh
For
no!
the show?
Big bastard.
It is in the Witcher universe, technically, but it is not Witcher 4. CD Projekt came out and said. It sounds like they were kind of licensed to do that, and yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm looking
not,
that up
it's
right
not
now.
actually Witcher 4.
Weren't they working on a show or something?
There's a Witcher show.
Like a new one, I thought.
Oh, there's like an anime thing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Oh, the church bell.
But no, that's actually not even the controversy that I heard about. The controversy is there's people complaining about companies that have a tendency to say like, "Oh yeah, this is what the game's gonna look like when it comes out in 4 years," and then it ends up not looking like what the trailers look like.
Yeah, so like,
That's just an issue with game development in the
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
over here.
But, like they're saying,
basically.
like it's probably CD Projekt Red's way of like trying to gain hype for it for investors and for fans and everything like that. It's like, yeah, this is what the game will be looking like running on the PS5, and everyone kind of looked at that and went, yeah, right.
yeah. So like, that's the thing they said is they said this was all captured on PS5, which totally possible, but it's not from Witcher 4. It is specifically a tech demo that Unreal licensed them to make to show off Unreal Engine.
Right.
So like, yeah, that tech demo, I totally believe it is running on a PS5,
Before he gets up.
but it's probably
And
like no amount of time long, and it's probably doing a very specific thing. It's not really game stuff. So like, yeah,
Yeah.
No.
From what they were saying though, is like what they're hoping the game will look like whenever it's all said and done. But from what they're saying, it was probably like one big CGI trailer.
Man, I wish I could just be these people who could just make up bullshit and then be like, "Yep, this is what the game's gonna look like. Investor, give us lots of money."
After their fucking huge controversy with Cyberpunk, you'd think they'd get somebody in PR to be like, hey, maybe don't give gigantic false promises for
Right.
5 years straight.
No, I completely agree with that because they really like, despite how much I love Cyberpunk, like I think that's a fantastic game. They really did screw the pooch when it came to promoting that game
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. Like coming out with a demo saying that they're going to come out with the game like 4 years before they even started pre-production on the game was a huge mistake.
Yeah, there were so many.
I think
things that they-
literally everything that CD Projekt Red does in terms of development is a mistake. I don't think they do
I
one
don't
thing
know about
correct.
everything. They do a few things correct, but the bad outshines the good by quite a bit.
Yeah, they just need somebody in PR to be like, "Hey, shut up."
I mean, the thing ultimately also is like, as long as investors rule the gaming industry in the U.S., like that's just how it's gonna be. Because investors,
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
investors don't even want to actually invest anymore. They just want you to finish a game and then they'll put money into nothing basically and get money back.
That's true. Yeah, once CD Projekt Red went public, actually, that was a very clear downfall of a lot of
Gotta get to him.
their
I
production.
think basically every company that goes public is just significant down.
Because yeah, the funny thing about that is like they were a very beloved company, and then they went public, and then they came out with Cyberpunk 2077, and it's been downhill since then.
Yeah, it has. This song's cool.
This game does have a cool sound. Did you end up looking it up?
No, because I didn't want any songs spoiled for me in case there's like a big emotional
fair.
moment or something.
It's gonna be like
I'll say
the
whoever
song
got the
where
singer
Tom
to-
dies of cancer.
I severely doubt they got Dolly Parton to sing this, but they got a singer who sounds a lot like her to sing this.
Ah!
Need to wait it out.
Did you get edited?
I did. I got. Oh, I see. That's way over there, so I have to throw a rock at it. But yeah, so I'm very excited for the summer Keeleys here on Friday. I'm gonna be doing
This
the.
Friday?
It's Friday, yeah. The summer Keeleys.
Oh.
It'll be 3 o'clock our time is when it
With just my
starts.
spindles alone.
So I'll be doing
Well,
that.
I-
Yeah, you'll
I-
be
I-
occupied.
Out
But
here, toast
there's a
ready to
rumor
go.
that has started going around this year that Xbox is going to have Steam OS be put on their thing this year, and that would be crazy.
It'd be interesting.
I don't know what benefit that would give Xbox, but
It would make them have a console that can run Steam, even if it's an
there
limited
is a console that can
capacity.
run. There is a console that can run Steam.
You know what I mean?
No, another thing that I heard about too is because they were supposed to come out with an Xbox handheld, but they ended up deciding to scrap that project so they can focus on making Windows 11 just run better on mobile handhelds.
So that's half true. They are working on some sort of handheld thing, but in the meantime, they are also working on some sort of
Gotta be quick.
Steam Deck competitor. They two may end up being the same thing, but we'll see on that. Neat.
Oh, you're gonna have a Jonah adventure.
Jonah was a prophet.
Ooh, ooh.
Might be worse than the pigs.
Someone clip that.
I mean, nope.
Aw.
Refuse. I don't like. You know, I've been out of the console stuff for a long time, anyways. So like,
Ah,
I don't know if I buy that they're gonna do a lot of
my way to
stuff.
reach the house. Gonna
I don't know,
have to
like-
kill all that stigma.
Literally, anytime any company tries to compete with Nintendo in the handheld market, it does not go good.
Yeah, I mean,
And even Nintendo arguably isn't winning the handheld market because mobile makes a lot more.
if you look at it like that, then yeah. But I mean, if you
I
look
mean,
at it as
Nintendo does.
traditional handhelds, then Nintendo's still dominating the market. Even over the
Yeah.
Steam Deck, people are like, "Oh, why would you even get a Switch if there's a Steam Deck?" But like, people don't agree with that still because Steam Decks have only sold around 4 million units.
Well, the Steam Deck costs like $600, and the Nintendo Switch costs like $250.
Well, now Nintendo Switch 2 costs around $600.
Yeah, so we'll see.
We'll see what that ends up looking like, you know?
I mean, I definitely would say if with a comparable price, the Steam Deck probably is the better of the two.
But you can't play
financial and everything.
Mario.
You can't. Well, you can.
You
Not
can, yeah.
legally, at least.
Yeah,
read
not
this real
legally.
Well, this is my absurd last will and testament. I ain't got much to my name, but what I got I leave to my daughters, Mandy and Alana. The house and the meager savings in my bank. The life insurance policy goes to them too. You two are the best thing that ever happened to me. I know you will grow up to be even more amazing gals than you already are. I love you two more than life itself, my little corn cobs. Papa Sutter.
That's rough. I wonder how long he was
Yeah,
there
I am
for,
interested
and
to
if his
see
daughters are still in Prospero.
if we got a Wii U situation going on, just from the price of the Switch 2 alone.
hope
I
at the
don't
top
think
of
they
Jolene's
could
church.
possibly fail as bad as the Wii U failed.
That's fair. I don't know, actually.
Like the Wii U
Considering
had
the whole. Oh, go on.
so many issues. Because like the big thing is like, you know, the Switch 2 is a sequel to the Switch,
Yeah.
whereas the Wii U it was not clear. And like, yeah, like now that we're far in the past, a lot of people like feel like weird, but I think people forget what the commercials for the Wii U look like. They just show off it was a console.
No, the first like 2 years of commercials were just a bunch of people in weird cubes playing games, and it was just like, hey, look, here's this thing that looks like the Wii, and it says Wii U, and they're in cubes playing games. Isn't that cool? It was really bad marketing.
Yeah.
So much
yes,
so to
there
where
also
like the
was
last
a-
2 years of their marketing was like just kids literally trying to explain what the Wii U is.
Begging your parents.
So funny.
Pa, you in there? Can you hear me?
Oh, hey, it's the house.
Yeah, it's a house,
It's the house your mom was in whenever she floated away at the beginning of the game.
as we all remember.
Red tries not to remember his mom.
Or just moms in general, I guess.
No, moms
likes
in
his
general are
mom.
cool. Just, you know, the biological one's not great.
Little bug. So cute. She was just big enough for the smaller rides. Nervously gripping my hand.
Wait, does this mean she's dead?
But having fun.
Probably.
Vignette crumbs all on her shirt.
Meunier.
This is the story of when she pukes on her.
We never went back. I wish we had more carefree moments like that together.
I wish you were here.
Beignets are so funny because it literally is just fried dough with sugar on it, and it's just one of the best things ever.
I mean, yeah.
Kind of like
Many
Indian fry
culture-
bread.
Like many cultures invented fried dough with sugar on it, and it's always good.
Yeah.
Except like the British, I think.
Well, they have bread with
Crumpets?
beans on it, so that's kind of like sugar.
I'll say, yeah. I think your mom's dead.
Yeah, it looks like that.
They're playing the song that will play when your mom dies of cancer.
Mama's not in the house. There's just red yarn everywhere.
Red yarn. That means Huggin' Molly's been there.
What?
Didn't your grandma ever scare you? Oh, Huggin' Molly's gonna snatch you.
Yeah, to keep me from wandering off when I was little. Old Huggin' Molly steals children, and all she leaves behind is red yarn.
What?
Wait, is Huggin' Molly real?
He's barely connected to that. You know the story, and you're just like, oh, that's the exact thing that's there.
Huggin' Molly took Mama. Why?
Listen, she's been through a lot.
Shivering no one cares about.
I don't know. Do you
Your
think of
mama might have
fucking
gotta know where
childhood
one
story?
too many
I
times.
can't ask this question because your
But there
mom probably didn't
nothing
read you
in the
any.
story.
Did you think of a random childhood story when you when you're distressed?
I'm not no
I mean,
religious type.
whenever I just think something weird's happened, I just imagine it's a ghost story. Yeah.
Now, a ghost story, the movie, ghost story, the concept.
Depends on the day. Did my mom
Mom
become
gonna
that
be-
pig?
Specific.
Yeah, is this fucking Spirited Away? That's your mom?
Maybe?
Specifically, the ghost story I think of when anything weird is going on is La Llorona. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
It
so
sounds
you
very,
think you're gonna
it sounds
get
very
taken
similar
away.
to Hug and Molly, actually.
yeah.
Hazel
don't think she
had
leaves
gone into
Yarn.
the belly of the beast to find
No,
the
no, she
ball.
just takes things
Once she reached the river bend, thanks
and
to
screams.
And where's her
Hazel's
dress?
cry.
house was covered in red yarn.
They're screaming in that
A
crying.
sure sign of Molly's child-stealing ways. It looked like she got to Lacey first. Maybe Lacey had crossed paths with Molly. Tales of old Molly stealing children weren't just tales. Years ago, when he was no bigger than a minnow, Hugging Molly even snatched Hazel's daddy, Trey. But Bunny got him back somehow.
Much like fried dough with sugar,
Hazel
this
would
story
have
is
to track
basically a
down
story
old
that's in
Molly
every
to bring
culture
her
as
mom.
well,
Like
except
it
the
was
British.
owned by Bunny when she might find some news.
Well, they have bread that steals people, so.
Stealing with beans.
Pretty sure that was like their most popular show right after Doctor Who.
Bunny Flood's the only one that ever missed.
I mean, that sounds like a fucking dumbass skit show they would have had.
It really does, actually.
Became
What is
obsessed
it?
and paid
Only
cash
Fools and
money
Horses
to
or whatever
keep
is like
one
one of the biggest shows
Bunny
there.
Flood
Mhm,
never
yeah,
would've
no.
known the shit.
All their shows are ridiculous, and they
But there
last
could be
either
some
forever
clues
or
in
like
her
3
house
weeks.
up ahead.
Wait, you're taking me to Bunny's house? I'm not exactly on her guest list right now. And ain't her house back that way?
Oh, you will be.
Oh, this one's a weekend house. Can't expect rich people to spend Sundays the same place they spend Tuesday.
That's true.
But she don't come much anymore. Scuttlebutt is something bad happened in that house.
You think her house is full of booby traps?
Well, I do hear that in her quest to find Molly, she might have taken some things that weren't entirely hers.
Ooh, she really got you shook.
Darling, listening to my fear is how I got this old.
I hope Bunny isn't there.
He had decided that there is a 007 movie, or James Bond movie rather, that you would enjoy.
Does it not have 17 hours of poker?
There's not 17 hours of poker. It is like 3 hours long almost. But the last 45 minutes is just him doing Home Alone bullshit.
That does sound fun.
See?
Is there a shitty romance? That's every
Uh,
James Bond, actually. I was gonna say.
Yeah, always.
I mean, that's just kind of the thing, yeah. But he literally does just like do R-rated Home Alone stuff. Like he has a shotgun under floorboards and the guy steps on it and it shoots up. It's really silly.
I'm trying to remember. There's
Rated
a-
Home Alone.
That would be fun, actually.
I feel like there probably is. I just can't think of what it would be called right now. Also, I was gonna say, speaking of James Bond, there was like one James Bond in particular that had like the weirdest ending to it. Because like it ends with him and the girl he's supposed to be romancing with like kissing and rolling around on a bed, and then a midget comes out of nowhere and like tries stabbing him, and keeps calling him Monsieur while he's trying to stab him.
Doesn't happen to you, Robbie? You just
Not
go out
often.
one night, take a lady home, and then a midget comes out and tries to stab you?
It's like, I poke holes in you, Monsieur.
Doesn't happen to you all the time? I just figure that's like what it's like being single now.
I mean, if I was able to bring women home, then maybe I would know.
You did for a while.
Hey, we watched this movie for the podcast.
Oh shit! That's fun. Is this the reference area? It's referencing all the claymation.
Oh, that would be funny,
Maybe.
actually. I didn't even think that would be actually a reference, but it might actually be.
I think there's no way it isn't. What? And says, "Are you sure it's not the leprechaun?" I really like the idea that James Bond just would have a leprechaun in it, like just an actual leprechaun.
There's a lot of weird James Bond. It might have happened once.
Does he do supernatural stuff?
No.
Y'all are in my way.
That's why I think it's funny. Like, just like he gets like a thing from a leprechaun. He's like, "Hi, someone stole me gold. I need you to track him down." And he's like, "You got it, Mr. O'Hire.
I mean, Amazon owns James Bond now, so who knows what dumb shit they're gonna do with it now.
Should do James Bond versus Frankenstein.
That would be pretty funny, actually.
That would be hilarious. Beat that guy up for me.
There's a part of me is like, James Bond should just be in the public domain. He shouldn't be able to be owned by someone right now.
Well, the family like did own it, and they were actually very strict with it. And they straight up told Amazon like, no, you can't do this, this, and this, because Amazon had the film rights for James Bond. And they're like, cool. What if we give you $10 bajillion? And they're like, what? I don't even know who James Bond is. Give me your money. So
That sounds like corporate bullshit.
yeah, they literally just gave them an amount of money that would be insane to refuse.
I would refuse it.
Well, you hate money.
I do hate money.
You know
They'd
what?
have to give me less money, honestly.
You know what money buys? A home cinema, and that's my end goal in life. I want a big giant theater
Nice
for
vision.
just me.
Real peaceful
How
out
much
here
is
when
that?
Hanks ain't trying to get
Too many.
Yes.
Just you? You don't. We're not gonna be allowed to use it.
No, you have to watch on normal TV.
Whenever we do podcast episodes, it's going to be dry in his cinema, and it's going to be me and you watching on a CRT.
It's like a walkie-talkie. Like, hey guys, how's it hanging?
How's the movie for you guys?
I'm like, shh.
I mean, it'd be better if we didn't have to watch it over radio waves.
I have looked into the cost of what the setup I would want, and roughly to get what I want, it would be somewhere in the $150,000 to $200,000 range.
It's a bit much.
Yeah, I know a very specific thing that I want, so if I can't do that, I'm just not gonna do it.
It's always funny here because, like, I think like, what's my goal? I just not have to worry about rent. That's my goal, I guess.
That's a pretty noble goal, actually.
Yeah, but that doesn't take that much money.
I mean, counting on where you live, it takes a lot of money, I guess.
That's like $1,500 a month, I guess.
That's how much your rent is?
If
Jesus.
that. No, like including everything else.
Another
Oh,
one of
okay. I was
those
gonna be like,
things.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
No, my rent's $750
Is
some.
that?
Oh yeah, that's affordable as hell.
No way.
Mm. You've seen this shitty place. There's holes in it.
There's holes in
Ray
it.
always thought he'd
There's
give
no
his
AC.
wife Bunny's ring,
Oh, I do forget that.
but she refused.
Yeah,
Swore I
Dryanos
was
like to have no
after his
AC.
blood money.
It's awful. Hate it.
I'd never tell him, but I didn't want that gaudy ring anyways. We chose something more to my liking together.
She doesn't talk about Dad much. Nice to know they didn't care what Bunny thought.
Since our last Wednesday stream, I have watched 2 horror movies. I finally watched The Substance.
Oh, okay. What'd you think of it?
I heard that one was really
Road's
good.
washed out.
E couldn't watch it.
Yeah, I don't think you would
Probably
like it.
not.
It's super, super, super gross.
It is also very body horror, and there are a lot of needles.
Yeah, there's lots and lots of needles, and just... I can't even say the thing that I thought was the most funny thing in it without just being spoiler.
Did
Here,
the
hang
storm
on.
crash
Oh
down?
wait. Spoiler. I thought you meant just that I was in the room. I was gonna
No.
say I could like take off my headphones.
No,
for
it's
a
like
bit.
actually a spoiler.
No,
to
like-
say it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like me and Dry can talk about it once the stream ends, but I think he wants to wait until then if we remember it,
Yeah,
or if he remembers.
it's just very funny.
You won't.
Go ahead and read this, E.
Abel. Here's a list. Here's that list we were talking about. Someone's got to do something about those burrowers. They've been running more boats aground with their scurrying than usual. Iron nails, important. Iron sheet metal, important. Permanent marker,
Most
Hammer.
important.
iron, not steel. Nearly caught one. Snatch tools right off my belt. Damnable critters. Oh, it's the fucking muskrats.
Oh yeah.
Iron. Right. Maybe I should get myself an iron
But
trinket.
yeah, no. It's insane that that movie was nominated for like a ton of awards because that is not the type of movie that you would ever associate awards with, honestly.
I think it's just because it had a message behind it, even if they're kind of sloppy towards the end on how they were telling it.
Yeah, no, that is not a movie that I would call subtle in any way.
No message. Murder's wrong and drugs are bad.
No.
Halfway.
Murder's great and drugs are bad.
There you go. Is this? This feels like an optional way.
Yeah, subtlety is not the substance at all
No.
in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, like it is probably the most unsubtle movie ever towards the end of that movie.
Yeah, it is. It was fun though. It is a fun movie.
Yeah.
It is a bit too long.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sound like E
Like-
on that one. The movie is probably about
Can't see
15 minutes too
stigma now.
long, I think. But
It's got to be here
Yeah,
somewhere.
they do a lot of weird things to kind of push the story to like almost like further lengths, if you will. Like they could have ended it way sooner than they actually did.
yeah, they could have. But it was fun. It was pretty fun. I would recommend it to horror people.
Especially body
Game of
horror
Thrones.
Yeah,
folks.
body
Sam
horror.
apparently will be the
folks.
judge of how gross it is.
It's pretty gross.
Pretty gross.
But yeah, no, it's. If I were to have watched that before awards season, I would have been like, this movie does not belong in the category with all these other movies at all. It's a totally different thing. Like, why is that even here? But it's cool that a movie like that was able to, you know,
Even get nominated.
even get nominated, be in the running for any of that stuff.
But what was the second horror movie you watched?
I watched Final Destination Bloodlines.
Oh, how was that?
It's a very, very good Final Destination movie. Actually makes you care about the characters, and you're like, oh, instead of being like, oh man, I can't wait for these guys to die, you're like, oh man, I can't believe these guys gotta die. It's really good. And the movie doesn't really start until like 30 minutes into the movie. It's like the first 3 minutes, just tons and tons and tons of murder. It's very cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend Final Destination to casual horror fans.
You said there's not a roller coaster in it.
There is not a roller coaster in it.
I'm out.
That's very specifically Final Destination 3, if I remember correctly.
That's
Yes.
that's the only one I've seen. I've seen it twice.
Better grab that.
That's so funny.
All the help I can get.
Just two separate occasions someone offered to show me it when I was pretty young.
That one is also has like a on the one of the DVDs it had a like choose
Yeah,
your own
we had
adventure
that.
thing. Oh yeah,
It was fucking bullshit because it didn't actually do anything.
yeah. It does nothing.
I remember like there's a part with the fucking tanning bed. It's like, what temperature did they set it to?
Yeah,
We chose one, and then it didn't actually change the temperature. Like you could see it as the original temperature on the thing.
yeah. There's I think there's only one scene that plays out slightly differently if you
Choose a different option.
choose a different thing, but it doesn't matter because you don't see that character in for the rest of the movie either way. So it's great.
Yeah, Sam. Since it was an early DVD, it wanted to have a gimmick thing, and theirs was it's a choose your own adventure.
Yep. Yep. Very funny. Go ahead and read this one, Robbie.
Annabelle, we need the sale to go through. Between the weeds, the waging war on our biggest leaves, and the lack of good, reliable folk tend to lend a helping hand. The tobacco business ain't what it used to be. Here's hoping Bunny Flood don't look too closely out on numbers. Lord, I don't ask for much, but don't let one bad harvest sink our family name. Abernathy.
Lord, I don't ask for much. Let this fucking ruin us.
I said don't.
You corrected it. Don't.
You don't stay that rich by being kind.
Huh, interesting. People watching, can you like let me know if we seem janky with the stream or if the audio
So-
seems janky at all?
Looking at the stream, it seems kind of fine. Like it looks like we're kind of moving a bit janky, but the gameplay looks like it's fine.
Yeah, it's a little choppy. It looks
Just
like.
because I'm looking over at the screen there.
Yeah,
and
because like
everything's running
Discord is
real weird on my computer.
Yeah, it's getting choppy.
so the Discord stream that we're watching, that's getting choppy. The Twitch stream, the gameplay's fine, but like weird choppy.
Yeah.
So like whenever if you watch me like move side to side, how I'm doing right now, you'll see like it's
I don't know.
happening at like 5 frames a second.
What are you streaming at, Jiraiya? For us.
Yeah, your bitrate might be too high.
No, it's my whole computer that's freaking out, not just the stream.
Yeah, Sam agrees with me. It's us that's choppy, not the game.
Yeah, no.
Oh, the chat was choppy too. Yeah, that was Jiraiya's question. But yeah, on like when you stream to us, what did you set at? Because that could be what's causing a lot of it.
I don't know, normal.
Because you might want to just lower the like stuff for us and see if that helps any.
Yeah, hopefully.
I don't know. Let me see. Oh, I gotta untangle myself. Oh god.
But yeah, Spoon, that's why I
Man,
was rocking back
angled.
and forth the way that I was, is because that was just to show them how choppy it is. Because I noticed that earlier too, like whenever because
God,
I
I'm
blinked
lit.
and then I looked at the stream and I saw my mouth and the blinking happening, and it was choppy as hell.
Probably looked like me.
Yeah. And everything goes silent for a second.
Yeah, he's got to fix it. I don't know if Jiraiya, if you have your headphones on or not. If you do, you might also want to open Task Manager and see if Windows is being bitch with something.
Yeah. Make sure your CPU's not running at a million. Oh yeah, CPU's pegged at 100%.
It looks like it's the game though, yeah. Jiraiya, at the top, you can, if you click like the different options like CPU and all that, you can see which ones are taking the most. Like name, status, CPU, memory, that stuff. It'll show you what apps are taking the most. So processes. Sorry, I'm watching the stream. But it'll like name, status, CPU, memory. If you click on like where it says 40, like whatever percent CPU, you can sort highest and lowest that way.
Which I'm assuming it's South of Midnight that's taking the most.
Yeah, but I wanted to see if anything else was like eating it. All right.
Doesn't seem like it is.
It looks like it's basically just south of midnight eating everything up.
Yeah.
Which honestly, it's not even eating that much up.
Wait, what? All those settings that are very high, didn't we set them lower before?
No, they were at ultra before.
Yeah, they're ultra, and then we went
are
to
they?
very
Ah.
high. I mean,
Oh,
honestly, like, yeah, I was gonna say shadows and view distance are two things that'll actually cause it to, or just everything on high. That's also fine.
Yeah, we don't need visuals for this game.
Yeah, it's fine.
Everything is immediately less choppy.
And then don't forget to fix Sun OBS. There you
All right, let me move back to my other sheet.
go. Yeah, looking mighty less choppy.
Yeah, way better.
Which means I can sway back and forth and not have it be super weird now.
I
Just
just
a normal amount of weird.
I just looked over and saw like the audio level bar, and it was like not moving how an audio bar should move.
Hmm.
That's not how audio moves. That's how a platformer moves.
And Tearing's back.
Audio's doing fucking double jumps and shit.
It was very weird. All right. Game is running
But the thing is,
better.
it's also I was gonna say it's also running smoother on Discord too.
Oh, I dropped the
This game looks too good for its own good.
game. Does look incredibly good. I did drop the quality down for you guys. I can put it back up, I think.
No,
That's fine.
I'd much rather it being 720p and smooth than 1080 and not smooth.
It was 720 before. Now
Than
it's
480 and not smooth. Yeah. It looks better because it's not chopping off.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. Which is weird because if I remember correctly, Dry technically has the best internet out of all of us.
I think I might now.
Yeah, you might have faster internet than me.
What about the glowing gold drive?
I think Dry has better upload speeds is the thing.
He has
So
the
doing
same
things
internet
like
uploading,
now.
I think. I think he
Oh,
just
really?
pays for the more internet, yeah.
Is it still through like the normal corporations or is it through fiber?
I have fiber.
It's fiber.
So does E.
Okay.
I
So
own...
I have the worst internet now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I came in here already. Ow, you bitch.
Because yeah, whenever you go to like the
blow up some rocks and that was it. Like I think there might have been more. Unless that was a different area.
No, it's this area. I came to this part, though. I think that was it.
Yeah, Sam says she has the worst internet.
Yes, Sam does have
Fair.
worse internet. I think I did everything in there.
I mean, if you included D, he definitely was down there too.
He's better now, though, right?
Yeah, I guess just the adapter he was using was throttling him.
Oh, good. Ooh, cool. Oh, cool.
And you know, I can't say for certain because we haven't like had a thing that tested his internet as much.
Unravel.
I mean, you could just speed test it.
Ooh, cool. Bitch. Oh, do I gotta throw the guy over there? Okay. I'm gonna say no. Oh man, it's Tear City up in this bitch now. I'm
Gotta
lost as
hit
hell.
the no tearing button again.
Yeah. Last time it did just stop tearing after a while. Oops. Oh, I fucked up already. Okay, and I went in here. I did that. That's not a thing.
You went over there and did not that.
I did that in there, but it's still glowing and letting me in there. So maybe there is something I gotta do.
What the fuck? That was weird.
Okay, this all seems normal still. Got here, I did that. I can't go.
What about left?
Can't go there. Left?
Yeah,
No.
down the hole.
I mean,
Did that just kill you?
I'll go in the hole.
Yeah, just
Yep.
okay. Never mind.
It banjos me.
And without a kazooie.
Maybe this is just like not the main path at all.
I thought you had a button you could hit to tell you where to go.
Oh, I do, don't I?
There it is. Yeah, you're way off the beaten path. You literally were like, oh man, this is. I love when games have this. And you forgot you had
Yeah, I
it.
totally forgot I had that thing. Oh shit. Fucking mushrooms.
That one was on you.
And there's more thorns than mushrooms. That's mushrooms.
Well, the mushrooms cause the thorns.
You think that's mushrooms? This is mushrooms.
Creeps.
Plays Mario Brothers.
What's over here?
Spirity.
Oh, that reminds me. I technically watched a movie since last time too.
do you mean technically?
So I don't know if you remember. I told you there's a Mario Brothers movies from like when Super Mario Brothers came out for the Famicom. It was Japanese only.
Okay.
It's weird. Anyways, some people decided to make a fan dub as if it was actually like dubbed in the 80s. So like with the weird like Mario cats and stuff.
Okay.
And like the thing where you can't like have it be Japanese in the slightest.
Okay.
So I watched that. I think that's
So
the
somebody
better
did
way
a
to
dub.
watch that movie.
So they did a dub like, "Hey Mario, let's go get some donuts after we go beat the Koopa Troopas."
Basically, I mean, like it still had to follow the plot for the most part, but they did some like random bullshit. Like for some reason, there's a part in that movie where like Mario just like takes out a like sesame packet and puts it on some rice and eats it. And like
Okay.
to make it, I mean that just happens in the movie. I assume it's a commercial for some product they were selling.
Probably.
But in the dub, he was like, "Hey kids, don't forget your Super Mario Brothers Italian seasoning. It was great on your oatmeal."
So it turned into the Pokemon like, "Oh, my pizza delivery's here" moment,
Yeah,
or the
Yeah.
jelly donuts.
yeah. Where it's just like it's clearly not that. But they
Yeah.
Of it.
Huh.
And they did. There's like a plot point that like Princess Peach has a fiance. In the dub, they just make it her brother because that's a thing they would
They're
just
just
do
really
in
good
those
friends.
things. Well, it's just funny because like in the original Mario, like is really sad because he's like, "Oh, I thought I had a shot with the princess or whatever," and like falls over and cries. And he's like, "It's so good to have a brother, isn't it?" It's so fun. Also, they made an original soundtrack for it, and it's pretty good.
Okay. So you're saying you're bringing it to the
Yes.
podcast?
I thought about it. I don't know if I can make you sit through that because it is still like a weird 80s anime about Mario
Listen.
Brothers.
If Dry can sit through Who Killed Captain Alex, I'm pretty sure he could sit through that.
Did he?
Who killed Captain
Yes.
Alex? is Great.
Also, yeah, like
Yeah, to keep going.
it's just like without like the dub stuff, it's like an okay Mario. I think it's the best Mario movie, technically speaking.
Okay. Well.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah. But it's also the same thing with like Who Killed Captain Alex. Like Dry has gone on record saying that that movie would be unwatchable if it wasn't for the DJ that was dubbing over everything.
Yes. That
That's the point of that movie. That's just the thing of that movie.
Yeah, but there's no way that it's the best Mario movie.
I don't think it. I think it's just like it's also fine.
No.
What do you mean no?
Dry refuses.
Whole place.
I just.
I don't think any of the Mario movies are like anything
That's not a good
spectacular.
sign.
I just think that was fun and also incorporates. I like how it incorporates a lot of the Mario stuff. I don't know.
Big stick.
I feel like your hatred for the modern Mario is too much.
I don't hate it. I just think it's fine.
Oh yeah, well I have you on record here saying this is my least favorite thing ever.
Yep, you know me. I'm like worse than Grease, worse than Scary Movie.
That's what you've been saying,
The
yeah.
worst thing since Rashomon.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not very good, so.
That's not how I remember it.
God damn it.
Stealing from the Simpsons again. Let's go. It's also like it's like an hour and some change too, which adds the enjoyment of it. It's very in
super
and out.
short. I feel like they've got to add like more to the skill tree, or else this game's combat's gonna be very dull very quickly.
I mean, maybe because you are slowly getting more powers now that they got done introducing everything to you in the first 3 chapters.
Well, I just did an upgrade and I got like almost everything on my skill tree.
Maybe there's a second skill tree.
Maybe.
No, I think it's probably just short.
Maybe that too.
Also, yeah, the Mario Bros. Movie from the 80s.
Parents always have a
It's an hour and 2
Even if they
minutes,
don't
and
even-
that's including credits. So very in and out.
Yeah, that helps
That's
your
the-
enjoyment a
that-
lot.
favorite was her daughter
Yeah,
Sherry.
that's also why I'm not
She
sure I
took
would
the
actually
brain
read
to a
because like
force
I don't know what
class
we
on
would
her
talk
own
about.
one day.
Probably just make fun of the dub.
I mean,
She wasn't
it's
on
very
her
it's
either.
silly. I think it's more enjoyable than watching the sub of it.
You heard it here first, people. He's dubs over subs.
There are some things I actually am, or at least I enjoy the dub a good amount.
Dragon Ball Z.
Haven't seen either. Actually, well, actually, Abridged is technically a dub, so sure. No, they would kill me if they knew I said that. I mean, like,
I didn't know
that you don't know. I watched
existed.
Rerun dubbed, and that was pretty cool. I like how the voice actors for that sounded.
Was that one that was like a joke dub?
Ghost
Ghost
Stories.
Stories?
Ghost Stories, yeah.
Mrs. Pearl swears
That one,
by
yeah,
First
you should
Samurai
watch that
Pizza Cat.
dubbed.
We're
They're
good.
making a fucking fighting game for Samurai Pizza Cat.
Oh,
Or not fighting game, beat 'em up. Sorry.
That's different.
even better. But no, I think Dry actually probably would like Ghost Stories dubbed.
It's
Just because it's
silly.
very silly.
It's silly. It's very offensive.
Yeah,
Like-
but purposefully so.
Yeah, like it's just like it's like a 2000s Newgrounds like offensive.
Yeah, I've seen some clips and heard about
Yeah.
that show a lot. It seems very funny.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's like a good experience, but not a but. That's the end of the statement. Sorry, I do that too much. Yeah, I watched that. It will just keep catch you off guard every time,
That's good.
and that's the main thing.
So it's like an adult Vader Zim.
No.
No.
An adult Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, also
that's
no.
for adults. Don't mind that. It's
Like
definitely
Japanese
for
home
12
movies with
12-year-old boys. It's for adults.
Like, you maybe remembers that Adult Swim show Home Movies. It's like a
People love
Japanese
that
version of that.
Home movies is so good.
They know I'm here.
But also, like, it's a dub. It's just it's like an abridged series, like a YouTube. It's like Dragon Ball Z abridged. I think that's actually the most apt comparison.
Yeah.
Except if they didn't even bother to follow any of the plot. They just make up shit all the time.
Oh, like DBZ Abridged. That joke's for Liz.
They only make up shit some of the times.
I've never watched the abridged version of DBZ.
Only the movie.
It's pretty
is
funny.
showed.
Only the movies, actually, yeah. Which kind of counts, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, I think you get a good sense of their humor from them.
Yeah.
I think the like early stuff's a little like rough to watch, which like to be expected from like 2007.
Earlier than that, right?
Let me see. DBZ abridged episode. 12 years ago. So,
like
2013. So a little later,
2012,
actually.
2013.
They did make like random movie abridges first, if I remember right. But
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, just it's yeah. If they just gave less of a shit, and that's Ghost Stories. If they had no like admiration for the source material, actually, I think is the most apt way to say it. Which is literally true. That guy fucking hated anime.
That's funny. So it's like if I did a voiceover for an anime without any
Yeah,
kind of
I
guidance.
think
Kind of, yeah.
yeah.
Like,
I
it's
think
something
they did just tell the like voice actors to just say like just make up shit too.
That's awesome.
because like there is one scene. It's still one of my favorite scenes from the dub of it. Was whenever they were trying to like tell a cop that that they needed his help, and they run to there, and he's like, hey, Piggies, drop the Krispy Kreme. We need your help over here. And then the girl is like, my brother, and then the guy starts just going, and they're like, they're just like talking over each other, just saying random gibberish nonsense.
Pretty
Kids
good.
make mistakes sometimes.
Kids don't make
Is that
mistakes.
Kids never make mistakes.
No, never.
If they do, you abruptly punish them and tell them that they're not allowed.
You tell them, congratulations, you're an adult now. Now you're gonna get the belt.
As all adults get. Okay.
Better than the paddle.
Dream spot for a
Better
tea
than a
party.
paddle.
Kid Hazel would have loved an invite.
Never been to a tea party. I'd like to. Get tiny little sandwiches.
Like a real one?
Yeah.
You'd have to talk to people.
Oh. Ugh.
Like that's the point of the tea party.
Oh.
I do forget it's like an actual thing and not just like for babies.
Yeah, no, it's like a real thing.
It's for rich people though.
And British.
What about
Yeah.
rich British people?
I think they just pay people to murder each other or something.
Write laws.
And then purposely break those laws because they wrote them?
This law's just for the paws.
Dying costs taxpayers millions of dollars.
Live and cause taxpayers millions of dollars.
It was I don't remember the exact numbers, but oh, here we can go ahead and read.
Dearest Trudy, the illustrious journalist assigned to God and Hospitality's latest profile misconstrued a crucial step in the Flood family mead brewing process. It is of utmost importance to simmer, not boil the honey and water mixture. You must also take care to skim any scum off the surface as you go. I expect a swift correction and reprint forthcoming. Kindest regards, Miss Flood.
The entitlement. No surprise there.
The audacity.
Okay. So I figured out 2 of the places. There's gotta be more places. If only there were a button I could press that would
Yeah,
take
if
me
only
there.
there was a button.
Unfortunately, like the reload button in You Will Die Here Tonight, it does not exist.
Wandering around.
I'm gonna
like
add
some
this
guy-
button to
guiding
hallway
light.
shot, and it literally just only goes in a straight line.
That'd be really funny.
That actually would be pretty funny.
That'd be the most implementation of a thing.
Honestly, the only thing stopping me is
Turk
I'd
goes-
have to add a new button.
I'm not sure what would be funnier is if in the corn maze it still just went through a straight line, or if you just like put a little note that said like you can't implement this function in this level.
Well, so the thing about the corn maze is you can solve it if you just go in a straight line.
Yeah.
That's the joke of it. It's not actually a maze.
It just takes longer to get through.
Yeah. I haven't timed it. I think it is actually based like almost the same time though. If you go straight through versus going through the maze.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good then.
That was my intent with it. It's just like this. It's basically a pointless thing.
Ooh, what? Oh, never mind. I've seen that before. I was like, ooh, what's that guy? I fought him many times.
Enemy? Aww. Yeah, speaking of hallway shot, I did finally add camera sensitivity too.
Nice.
Nice.
It was another thing that was so easy, I probably should have just had it before. It's literally just, hey, take this slider amount and multiply it.
And got that one. Go away.
Now for the pattern.
Right.
Oh wow.
When his sister got her dress dirty again.
Oh, hey, that Looney Tunes movie came out on DVD.
I don't
Yeah,
think
one?
Hazel's
the
bad
creators,
enough to do
the day the
Couldn't
Earth
count
blowed
on
up
how slippery she'd be.
or whatever.
Bunny never
I
forgets.
saw it at Walmart. I
And
didn't
wait.
get it though.
Trey lost his sister and his mama that day.
Oh no. Did
This
Mama
is-
know about
This
this?
is literally the La Llorona.
Maybe.
La Llorona. There you go.
Yeah, it's a southern version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think they also decided to add it to Max too.
Oh,
So
really?
the creator was like, "Hey, don't watch it on Max. Please just buy it."
Oh yeah.
One of the creators, I should say. There were a lot of people who worked on that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I still want to see that. Yeah. Still so fucked everything about that. They just really wanted it to fail.
Jesus.
Yeah, they really, really wanted it to fail.
What can
And
I
it
say?
did, 'cause we-
Discovery likes their insurance money.
I mean, it's just like, I mean, less so now, obviously, but Looney Tunes is still like a big, like, property.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like insane. Like, well, I was gonna say, imagine Disney like canning like a Mickey movie, but they probably do a lot, honestly.
Yeah, they probably can make a movie like every month. Also, go ahead.
You want graphics better?
No. I just
You can just go from like performance to balanced.
I'm gonna try VSync on.
Yeah, I think it's the tearing.
It's the tearing that's bothering me, yeah.
And once again, going from performance to balance will probably help with that.
Might change the setting.
It will change the
No, it'll just make it to where like it'll be a slightly sharper image because it's not going to be using as much like AI upscaling.
that didn't help at all.
Let's try the other thing.
Quality.
I mean, you could quality still would be fine.
Well, that would probably bring back the choppiness issue we were dealing with.
Oh, yep.
I don't know, it doesn't make-
That immediately brought back the choppiness.
It looks fine on my end, but
I'm looking at the volume sliders here on my thing.
What if you turn off
Ultra
upscale?
performance. What does that
yeah,
mean?
it means it's like. So the whole idea of like the upscaling thing is like if you're at 1080p, quality would be at like 960p. I think balance is at 720p. Performance it's like 600p or something like that, and then I think ultra quality would be like at 540p, and it just like upscales it back to 1080p.
So I'm gonna say I don't know if I would trust quality auto try it.
What if I just don't use upscaling?
You could try, but that just means it's at 1080p, so
Yeah, that's fine.
it might be the choppiest, or it might be fine. It'll also feel better. to play,
It's
probably.
choppy. It made us chop or made them choppy.
Yeah. Did make it choppy.
Yep, choppy again.
Tearing's gone though.
Oh, good.
Gotta take the good with the bad. That's gonna be this whole stream, is just try like just dialing in all of the settings to where it's perfect.
It's that one. Quality was at
Performance.
yeah.
So you get tearing or you get choppiness. Pick or choose.
Still a little choppy.
Yeah.
Think the tearing's better?
That's why it's a little choppy.
Either chop or tear.
I really wish I could just deep dive into your PC and just figure out what the fuck Windows is probably running on your shit.
Probably so much dumb crap.
It is Windows. Windows does like to
Every
run its dumb
kid she
crap.
brought into this world. That's gotta take a
I think it's
toll.
honestly is that Game Pass takes up so much dumb stuff that it shouldn't. Honestly,
That could be part of
Yeah.
it too.
Well, gaming companies not optimizing their stuff.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I also have a
They would
Razer
never.
thing going on in the background that I forgot to turn off, so they might be using my computer to mine
Mine
Bitcoin or
Bitcoins.
something.
That is a possibility. It's one thing that we've said before, though. It might just help for you to get a better CPU.
Yeah. There we go. We're in.
Hello? Is anyone home?
Man, having this big of a
I
house
guess no
would
one's
be
here.
terrible. That's a big one. Whose turn is it?
Might be
Mine, I
mine?
think. No, I think it's
Or
mine.
ease.
Dear Mrs. Flood, some stories depict the Rugaro as scorned female lycanthropes who prey on children and devour ex-lovers.
Yep, that's
Others
the play of
claim-
Lorona.
Yeah.
Others claim the Rugaro emerged on St. John's Eye to dance at the
Close
Balgula
enough.
Ball on the. I'm gonna say it's very.
Yeah, I know.
It's not the highest
On
quality.
on Discord, it's kind of choppy. But
Wait,
I'm
let me
also
look at
reading
the
it on.
sh-
Yeah, look
yeah,
at the
let me
stream.
look at the stream. There we go. Let's claim the Rugaro emerges on St. John's Eve to dance at the Balgula Ball on the banks of Bayagula with their brethren. My research suggests the Rugaro are born from the bodies of those who experience immense tragedy. Anyone might one day become a Rugaro. Additionally, Rugaro's shape-shifting abilities may not be limited to lupine forms. Interviews with Cajun locals suggest the Rugaro may take the form of many different animals, including, but not limited to, lions, bears, and owls.
Oh my.
Oh my.
If you would care to meet for a drink to discuss Rugaro physiology, I would be most excited. Yours, Professor A. Balfour, University of Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Rugaro.
Rougarou.
Huh.
Buffalo.
Ugh, taxidermy?
It's a spider.
That's creepy fancy people stuff.
That's a raccoon.
Next to it,
Oh,
though,
there's a spider
is-
next to it.
Yeah, right next to it is a spider with 4 legs that has a what's the name of the mushroom people from Super Mario?
Toad?
Yeah, like it has a toad head.
Oh, what's the name of that toad-shaped mushroom in Mario?
It is not toad shaped, to be fair, to Robbie. I need to use the restroom.
I don't
Okay.
think I'll ever get the stench of pig off me.
No, I'm pretty sure the stench of catfish will overpower the stench of pig.
Man, that being a thing just full of that many dead pigs, that would be so awful.
Grandpa,
That would be pretty awful.
don't think he would have liked me much.
Almost feels like it comes straight off of like a
Showing
concrete
off
jungle or
blood
something like
family
that.
business
Yeah.
partners like trophies.
God, the house is so big. I wouldn't know what to do with that much house.
He's really got a thing for raccoons.
She says raccoon weird.
It's from the south. They're not raccoons there, they're raccoons.
Okay, nothing to say about
Sunday
that. Just
dinner with
okay.
invalids for company? No thanks.
That's actually another thing I can see E doing is having a game where like there's like a detailed description of everything and then just looks at something and says nothing like, you know what? No comment and walks away.
Granny Couture.
It's a nice kitchen though.
I used
Might
to
be
look
bigger than my
forward to
whole
it there
apartment.
every year as a kid.
Just these super old sinks I think are cool. They're probably terrible, but
But they have aesthetic.
yeah.
That family portrait makes me think of Undying really bad.
Which one? Oh,
That
oh
one.
yeah, it does. Yeah.
Which is a game I think maybe me, you, and Sam are the only people who have ever played it.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of people who have played that game. In fact, the people you just mentioned are the only people I know who have played that game.
Yeah.
That'd be a good stream.
Like I said, I got a GOG account just for the sole factor that they have Undying on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a fun stream.
It could be. I think one thing I think is really funny that I found out later on about that game is, well, I guess first fun fact, Clive Barker is very openly gay,
Oh, really?
which
That's
is something I didn't really think about it. But the only reason that I even bring it up for this is whenever they're making Undying, you know the guy who hits the main character with the curse at the very beginning?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be the person you play as in the game, and then Clive Barker saw him and went, no. I'm like, what do you need to know? Like, he's going to be the main protagonist. Like, no, don't make him the protagonist. If you're going to put a protagonist in the game, I want you to make it somebody I would want to fuck. And then they showed him a whole bunch of drawings, and the guy who ended up being the protagonist is the guy that he chose. Is like, yeah, I'd want to have sex with him the most.
So beautiful.
Cool. So if you just see that protagonist, you just know, like, oh, that's Clive Barker's type right there.
Yep, that's his taste right there.
Sen gave 100 bits for Clive Barker.
Us talking about Clive Barker wanting to fuck the main protagonist of Undying.
Oh, Cherie really was cute as a button.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Oh, dude. So this is a non sequitur, but also kind of goes with Happy Pride Month. One of my friends at work sent a picture to the group, or to our group chat that said Happy Pride Month, and it was a banana with Nutella on the tip of it, which, you know, supposed to be the whole thing with that.
Oh yeah,
but,
no, I get it.
yeah. The thing about it though is like the way the Nutella was sitting on top of the banana, all I could see was like a Trump toupee on top of a banana while looking at it.
Definitely Benny's room.
Happy Pride Month. Here's a Trump banana.
It should be so many of her with Cherie.
Nutella with bananas, delicious,
so
by the
her
way.
with Dad.
Yeah, I could see that. I don't think I've ever tried it, but I can see that being pretty delicious.
Oh, you must.
She loves a sketchy bookshelf.
I actually don't eat Nutella that much.
I eat Nutella too much. Hey, the mirror works. I bet it works
It's one of your
way
vices.
better on higher quality.
Probably.
Hey, this one's
Turn
for me.
everything on ultra just for long enough to see yourself in the reflection.
Who read last time? Was that E?
Yeah, you did. So I'll read this time.
Okay.
Especially considering E's not here right now. October 15th, 2006. Weavers of the Key, a capability of extraordinary feats these so-called scientists I've consulted with believe to be impossible. They are documented correlations between antidote of a weaver's presence and lower crime rates in the surrounding areas. Such immense gifts should be accessible to all, shouldn't? No. Take two. Such immense gifts should be accessible to all. Shouldn't we all be capable of righting our own wrongs? I will focus on the restoration elements of reweaving next. If the grand tapestry amounts to the very fabric of the universe, then to reweave is to turn back time itself, to patch what has been shredded. What wonders can be gleaned from the hearts of creatures torn asunder by stigma? What miracles could be created? There's going to be time travel shenanigans in this game.
There may very well be.
Element, grand.
Sam says she wishes she could eat Nutella again. It's been like 2 weeks and you're already missing Nutella? I mean, I get it. Nutella's great.
Also, E's saying the generic Nutella sucks ass.
Oh, I bet. Dear Ms. Flood, I feel great. I feel a great connection growing between us. Shouldn't we continue our discussion? Wait, who is this? Professor A. Balfour. Yeah, it could be a woman. Growing between us. Shouldn't we continue our discussions of mystical and profound in person? I have a great many sources about the land of dreams and nightmares to share with you over sweet tea at De Alaman's estate. The dark fog in these reoccurring dreams of your beloved daughter. I dare say I might be the only academic capable of treating your case with the care and respect it dearly deserves. Yours, Professor Albafor, University of Louisiana.
Oh, Bunny. Can't remember
Man.
when I stopped holy.
By the way, Robbie,
What kind of person needs a
the
room
answer is
like
probably
this?
no. Have you seen the trailer for Black Phone 2?
No, I actually just heard about today that they're going to be making a Black Phone 2.
My word, it looks so fucking good.
I'd be down for it. The first Black Phone was a good movie.
It was. They're going Nightmare on Elm Street. It looks so
Oh.
cool. It looks so fucking cool.
I could fuck with that.
Yeah. Also, Sam says she never really had it before, but now she wants everything she didn't eat.
It's one of those whenever you're told you can't have something, it's whenever you want it the most.
Yeah.
Like, I completely get it.
This one's all you again, Robbie.
Yep. From J.L. Patterson. Subject, missing children. Dear Mrs. Flood, here's a list of children reported as missing in the past 20 years from the Prospo region. Note that all of them have been the subject of investigation by local children welfare authorities. May Burkham, 11. Slaughter State Park. February 9th, 1985. Knox Billy Granger, 6. Jeff Davis Road, June 2nd, 1992. Grady Ambrose, 9. Grandeville, September 29th, 1995. Chester Burnett, 9. Near Mary Beth Trace, August 7th, 2003. Chloe Drudge, 12. Graves Street, November 2nd, 2005. Please let me know if I can be of any further assistance. My invoice is attached.
Chloe Drudge.
So this is at least in 2005.
At least.
Hey, that's my distaff. Patterns too.
It's distaff.
Where'd she get all this?
The hooks that she's using, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Also the red
Red
yarn.
yarn.
Mm-hmm.
She found out Hugging Molly's not just a scary story for kids.
Oh, is Hugging Molly gonna be a gross spider thing? That's gonna be creepy.
Quite possibly. It's
Oh,
going to
hey.
be the toad spider.
Those poor missing kids. Could have been Molly's doing.
A lot of missing kids.
Hang on, Dad? You went missing too?
What? He says Hugging Molly sounds like a shitty mascot
That's a
horror
chunk of
game.
Benji. All this research on the walls too. She was serious.
She was
What
very
is
serious.
Bunny up to? That's a big ass feather. What the hell? Why's Laurent in those pictures?
You just can't get enough of my hospitality.
I'm sorry. I need to find Hugging Molly.
Do you? What would you want with Huggin' Molly?
She took my mama. Her red yarn was all over our house.
You've been keeping secrets. Why didn't you ask before?
I did. And you didn't help.
You can see strands. And now you're looking for a creature. You're a weaver, aren't you?
You're a wiener?
Strange. Your
Oh,
mother
got
never
her.
mentioned it.
Aw, snap.
Or maybe not so strange. I guess we know each other's little secret now.
Are you a weaver too?
Oh dear. Why don't we have some tea?
Sam says the
Take
old
her
hag is
tea.
Hugging Molly.
Let me get you some fresh clothes. My pig factory is no place for a
It is
girl
Pride
like
Month.
you to be cavorting.
It is.
At least it's clean.
Now, what do you know about Huggin' Molly?
She
I
hugs.
know she takes children and leaves red yarn. And I've heard that you know a lot about her.
Yes. She stole your father once when he was young.
Really? How'd you find him?
Oh, Molly meant for me to find him. Trey was just bait, you see. It was me she wanted. Molly can't abide weavers because we mend the chaos her kind likes to create.
You don't think.
That Molly took your mother to lure you? Well, I never found where Molly really lives, but I suspect Laurent Baptiste knows.
Laurent
Baptiste.
from the juke joint?
I like
Friend of yours?
Friend of Mama's.
Curious. Laurent won't
Curious
talk to me.
indeed.
I seem to
Curious?
have an unfortunate reputation among his crowd.
Yes, curious
I could
indeed.
try.
It is Pride Month.
Garden Gate will take you to his place.
It all comes back to pride.
It's all about Pride, baby.
Do let me know how it goes with Molly. I'd be most indebted if you find her.
Oh, I'll find her.
Oh no, Sam, you might be onto something still.
Molly took my dad.
No, I think she's not good.
Bunny got him back. I can get Mama back.
Awake all night,
Ooh, good
hear
song.
you breathe. I count your breaths as you dream. And at the end of dreams, you
Seems like there's something down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore it.
Can't let Laurent get to me.
It's probably just the
I'll find
7th
out what he
page
knows.
out of the 3 we found.
God damn it.
You gotta shoot them right.
7th page out of 3?
Out of 3 we found.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna end up listening to the soundtrack a lot. I can already feel it.
What's that freaking
Going
book
to
you
his
talking
workout
about now?
playlist.
Hear that overgrown gator? Not one. And then she went right in that house. So I said, Bunny Flood will fillet you as soon as look at you. Oh, Hazel. Well, nice duds. You been promoted at the Piggly Wiggly?
Oh, hey, Mr. None of the Bloods, come to the cottage.
Oh, you don't mean. You run into Bunny Flood and live to tell?
Mm-hmm, and she's helping me find Huggin' Molly.
Oh, out of the goodness of her heart, I'm sure. So what?
Sure,
y'all
sure,
in
sure, sure.
cahoots now?
First off, cahoots. Second off, there's nobody I'd rather be less cahooting with.
She always did want to get her hands on a weaver.
I think I can handle my own grandma.
So now you're a flood. No, I would have helped if I'd realized.
If I'm a Flood, it's in name only. And if my last name makes Bunny believe that I'm on her side, then I'ma use it.
Well, you sure can scheme like a real flood. But you sure it ain't Bunny using you?
I can take care of myself without your help. I do need to get to the juke joint. Could you maybe?
Oh, you don't need my help. No, you're a fancy flood weaver now. I wouldn't want to get your new dress all slimy.
I didn't mean.
No, you take the path. There's a tree up yonder you should see. Bunny visits every year on the same day. Might tell you a little something about who you're in cahoots with.
You still
It'd
looking
be
for
like
Hugging Molly?
the Watchmen show.
Cahoots.
This reminds you of the Watchmen show?
It's gonna be like the Watchmen show.
Oh.
He's worrying about the wrong thing. Bunny ain't nearly that bad.
You know, there's people who really didn't like that show at all.
I'm not surprised.
Really?
That's the
Yeah.
catfish.
that show
Pretty
was
sure there's a lot of
good.
people who called it
Oh,
woke.
Bunny.
Thought it was a good show.
I mean, I thought
Yeah,
it
I
was a
liked
good
it.
show too, but like considering how many people are like, "Oh, it had a bad story. It was too woke." Wouldn't surprise that there's people who would hate it just for that reason alone.
Yeah, that's fair. People
Yeah.
are awful.
I mean, I do also notice just a lot of people who like the Watchmen movie without the context of the comic. And I feel like you do need the context of the comic for that show.
That's fair. Oh.
In fact, I would just read the comic and then watch that show.
I would just watch that show.
You're lying.
I am.
It's like the tango itself is crying.
Cherry tree. Oh, look
Jump
at
in the
all those
lake.
cool things.
Is it worth it for an upgrade you don't need?
I don't think I can even get
Yes.
there.
I feel like you were just down there, weren't you?
I was.
Oh wait, 2 of those are just the things to hook shot off of.
Yeah. Doing it. Now you're right, E. Do I need this? No. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't think
I went the
you can
wrong
get
way.
it. Yep.
Wait, what's happening? I'm so confused now.
You done fucked yourself, Drea.
Okay, so this is a different thing than this. This takes me up to that thing. Got it.
Now you can fight.
Can't leave these hates to fester here.
Thread. God, they gotta be so close for that thing to work. That's ridiculous.
A thread in here.
Hey, I'm Gabagool. Now use this.
You got the gold, then you bippity boppity it everywhere.
I don't know if you guys saw the description for the Godfather episode or not.
No,
It's pretty good.
I don't see any of the descriptions, I'll be honest.
Fair enough, E.
Just try using all the mafia slang, I assume.
No. It's just very stupid.
Says, hey, I'm the Godfather, Gabagool.
It's like, Dry brings the Godfather to the podcast. Spaghetti, ravioli, Gabagool.
Yeah.
I tend you and love you as before. You'll always be my girl.
Yeah, Dry brings the first Godfather to the podcast this week to show E and Robbie Spaghetti, Stromboli, Gabagool.
Yeah. It's very stupid. I'm very proud of it. It's the best work I've ever done.
I think so.
And the episode name is The Godfather is an episode you can't refuse.
Some of my best writing is writing the titles for these episodes.
The
It's
Terminator
me,
2, now
Gabagool.
with more Terminators.
That's true.
It's true. It's a fact. There's twice as many Terminator.
Yeah.
Oops. Oops. Let's go get that crime baby and show it who's boss.
It's like, go crouton, so open this door for me.
And so it was with Bunny's baby Cherie. Bunny's dream of crafting her daughter into her own likeness, a power spun of unnatural.
You know what game I
means
wish this was?
shattered, but she never lost hope.
like
she'd
going on
bring
Steam.
Cherie back to life someday.
Exposition
Alice
33.
Oh.
She stole the Benji tree's heart for its magic to keep her daughter trapped.
Every time I wanna
instead
play a
of
game, that's
going
all I
where
wanna
it is
play.
Baby souls go. I don't think she ever considered what
That's-
Cherie would have wanted.
It's very good.
Did Bunny steal magic from Benji's tree?
I'm gonna need one of you to play that so I can have somebody to talk to about it.
I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to play that because you're gonna beat it before Robbie ever gets to
I'm
it.
playing Deltarune.
That's not a real game.
I don't even have anything to play it on.
Wonder Bunny comes up
You
here
have a
in
computer?
secret.
You do
have a
think it's gonna
computer?
run good on my computer?
Oh.
Maybe.
I got too
Oh,
many
let's see what the
games. I got
recommendations
Deltarune,
are
I got
for Expedition
Persona.
33.
You
Go to
mentioned
canyourunit.com and see if it'll run it.
okay.
Nah.
See, nothing's ever really
Whoa. What happened? Someone followed?
lost.
Not new to gaming. Upload.
Thanks, not new.
Thanks, Not New to Gaming, for following us. We really do appreciate it. Even if I sound very insincere whenever I say it this way.
Oh, we appreciate it so much.
While searching
Oh, yeah,
Molly's cottage
thanks.
for clues about old Molly, he
Let's
glimpsed
see
her
here.
grandma's past and felt sorry for
Minimum is a Intel Core 8700K or a Ryzen 5 1600K, 8 gigs of RAM,
sealing her dead daughter's
uh,
spirit in a tree.
GTX 1060,
Despite this, Hazel's powers
and
guided
55
Cherie to
gigabytes
find
of
solace
available
in the
storage.
great beyond.
Don't have that.
Sad thing is I
You're
can't tell if you're joking or not.
Hazel sought love
I have
from
like
Bobby,
70 on my spare.
who knew old
jeez.
Molly's
How do you not have any
But
space?
Hazel wasn't keen on seeing
It's a game developer.
Giving them
Someone
all this-
decided it would be a good idea to keep an extra copy of Windows on their on their thing and not delete it when they got a new
So I can get back to Lieutenant Laurent does
hard
it
drive.
first.
I don't know who
Okay.
did that though. Anyways, it's really hard to get rid of Windows on your Windows machine because it says, "Hey, you can't get rid of Windows. That's bad."
Yeah, it really doesn't want you to get rid of it.
It's so bad because I found one folder. It's the old app data folder. If I could delete that, I would get 40 gigabytes back.
That's still not much. You need a bigger hard drive or something.
That's a lot
No.
for the games I play. The only games that take up space on my computer are fucking fighting games.
You can spend
Some
like
of them are big though.
$60 and get like a terabyte, man.
That's $60.
You don't even need
You can get-
$60.
He can get another fighting game for $60.
I do need $60. I got rent to pay.
You don't believe in rent.
I wish that's how it worked.
That's exactly how it works. You only have to pay rent if you go to the Church of Rent.
There's the old song.
Anyways, I got a detection
Keep
error
Joyce
from
nearby.
from system requirements. So.
Is that I will say like the recommended settings are kind of high. I know graphics card wise E would be fine, but I don't know what CPU E has. I don't even think E knows what CPU he has.
I can
gonna say
look
for
it up
sure.
pretty easy. Hang on, Claire Obscure got filtered from my from my thing
Oh,
because it's got nudity.
Man, that's a big
Oh,
No,
what?
because it's got nudity.
Oh,
That's what it says, right? I don't know what to tell you.
I don't. Where? Where's the nudity?
it's somewhere.
We're playing the game.
I don't think there
It's
is.
somewhere clearly. What am I doing? All right, Robbie, I'm gonna read you my things, and you can tell me if I can run it. CPU Intel Core i7 7700K.
A 7700K?
Yeah, 4.2 gigahertz.
Okay.
32 gigs of memory. NVIDIA GeForce 3060.
You could run it, just not very well, because your processor is like right below what you need it to be at.
Alright, so sorry, Jiraiya. Can't be me.
Because yeah, the minimum requirements is a i7 8700K.
Yeah, and it
So it's
says
literally-
have a
It's literally the
12
generation before.
It says I should have a 12700K.
That's recommended.
Yeah.
Which that's actually a lot for a recommendation, but still.
I'm gonna
No,
say
minimum is a 87. Yeah, the minimum is an 8700K, but like that actually shows how old your CPU is.
Yeah, I'm gonna also say with these like higher budget games, their minimum things are very questionable. What they think's like reasonable, because they'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is the minimum," and you try minimum, and it's like 15 frames per second, and they're like, "What do you mean? It's playable?"
It's technically playable.
Yeah.
Because I know Monster Hunter, the new one, like people were calling them out for that. They're like, these are not acceptable stats.
Wasn't that like super poorly optimized too, though?
Oh, all of them are.
There you go. No, but Claire Obscure, you kind of do need it to run pretty well because
Yeah.
of the.
I was gonna the
It's tiny.
varying and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know. So, yeah, sorry.
Like if you
Dara.
run it on minimum, you could probably run it fine. But I would recommend you get a better CPU. But I know that in order for E to get a better CPU, you'd have to get a whole new motherboard.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
All right, me and Robbie read a bunch. Your turn.
All right. Give me a second.
We missed the first 3 chapters apparently.
All right. January 4th, 1927. Promoted Laurent to lieutenant this morning. We all had some drink to celebrate. He's a mellow fella. It was nice to see him excited. He had a little too much to drink and got to crying about his folks. Madison teased him for crying. For a split second, his skin went taut and twisted. I've never seen a man move that fast. He hit Madison so hard he flew partways across the room, broke his leg. Laurent ran off.
Weird.
Jeez.
Weird. Oh, I did it. So I guess I can.
Yippee.
Don't know if I was supposed to. I think I'm not supposed to be over here.
You can if you want. Also, my computer is a very funny computer because just random bits get upgraded every now and then. So I have stuff like a pretty decent, like going
Yeah,
32 RAM, or yeah.
32 gigs of RAM is as much as Dry currently has, which is more than enough for what you need. RTX 3060 is yeah, that's a pretty decent graphics card. Like that's
especially for what I use.
yeah, exactly.
How do these keep ending
Because like
up?
that's
Right
right underneath
me playing Deltarune.
on what's like almost the equivalent of a PS5
Yeah.
graphics card. But then to give Dry or give you an idea, Dry, of like what his CPU is, it's ever so slightly like it's probably like 10 to 20% better than the CPU in your old computer.
Oh, okay.
When he felt safe,
Yeah.
he had so much love to give.
So he's running a PS4 Pro.
Wish he had felt safe more.
Kind of, yeah, but with the better graphics card unit.
Sometimes it seemed like he was
PS3
scared
Double
of
Pro.
himself.
There you go.
I remember that day. I saw what Mama saw in him,
Man, I don't want to
but he
fucking
didn't deserve her.
upgrade my motherboard. That sounds like a
I'm
nightmare.
really not looking forward
Well,
to
that
this
was the problem with
conversation.
Intel for the longest time. Is like, if you were in like whatever generation that you were in of that graphics card, like if you wanted to go to the next generation, you just had to buy another motherboard.
It's probably true, and I can't afford that.
That's fair.
That's when it becomes of like annoying for PC stuff. It's like, well,
Yeah.
now he's got to upgrade all of it. So here's, give us $4,000. Thank you.
I mean, there's basically never a situation you actually have to upgrade all of it, though.
Except for this one.
Yeah, but that's because I don't upgrade stuff.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say
Like,
like
if I
that's the
was
thing
just
about the PC that I got Drya, the one that he's currently using is because it's a AMD system. Like it has, I think, there's like 4 generations of CPU that use the same exact socket. So upgrading this like just the CPU is very very possible in his computer.
Okay. I got this one. January 10th, 1927. Went looking for Laurent. He's been missing almost a week. I found him bloody and naked in the woods. Looked like he'd fought a puma. Started babbling and saying, sorry, please let me stay. I won't do it again. I told him he's got to keep those feelings at bay. Even if I think he was justified in lashing out. Matt is an asshole. I brought him back to camp.
Sounds like he really cared about him.
Does it? Doesn't sound like that.
Sounds like he really cared about him. He called him a whiny bitch.
Out of love. I really want to go to the Ren Fair this year. Bitch.
Ren Fair is fun.
Gonna be the hottest ever.
It's going to be real hot. Bitch.
Does that mean it's gonna be really Ren Fairy?
Maybe. I don't.
It'll smell like the Renaissance.
Yeah, you got a point there.
You ever see that video from that catfishing show? Guys like, so you're gay?
The Chris Hansen thing.
No.
Oh no, he's like, what's up? I know
Oh.
what he's talking about. The like, so you're gay? He's like, no, I'm not gay. I just like catfishing guys and then meeting them up in public. And it's like, yeah, that sounds pretty gay though. It's like, okay, you got me there.
He's like, you acted like a woman in order to seduce men. Okay, you make a good point. You do got me there.
I don't know. That doesn't sound gay.
He's another man doing it to other men.
Yeah, a man seducing other men
By being a woman.
by
If he was
pretending.
doing it as a
Pretending to
if
be
he
a
was
woman.
doing it as a man. Well, yeah, it'd be gay if he was catfishing as a man.
no,
he's
he'd just be more
catfishing as a woman.
openly gay if he was doing it. Like it's less catfishy to do it that way.
Oh, you
But it's
still
like-
catfish
it's
as the
gay
same
man-
gender.
You can, but like it makes more sense to like catfish straight men into having gay sex by pretending to be a woman online. Like, oh, well, you're already here.
You
Might as well
just
do gay
get there
stuff.
and like, well, I guess you got me there.
Yeah, Exactly. That's like, I got you there. You can't
He's
reverse
like,
this one.
no take back. You got me there.
I agreed. So
You already
don't wanna be
agreed.
a
You're already here.
tease.
Now give me that dick.
Robbie, your turn.
Okay. May 17th, 1931. I found Lorette, 10 years ago almost. He shot up like a beanpole. A good boy. I swear he's aging slower than the rest of us. Where I find gray hairs and new wrinkles every day, he's still got that baby face. He's been learning the business well. I think he could take it over.
Indeed.
I'm thinking more of a
Yeah, look at the tree.
Huh?
E, your turn again.
Okay. Be sure to leave a few thimbles full of your strongest liquor outside the barrels and crates. Those little drunk buggers will swindle your hard-earned hooch in the middle of the night if you don't. Then they wreak havoc. You gotta give them a peace offering. They like to burn when it goes down. And again, so do I.
Don't we all?
These little guys are
No, I hate
menaces.
burning.
He doesn't.
I thought that was your favorite thing, fire. You're always talking about it.
True, I always talk about it.
Oh, I bet I can afford it. Yeah, look at this. I'm almost done with the upgrade tree on these. I guess there's this stuff over here, but still.
Yeah, there's all the crouton stuff, and there's like one final general thing.
I like, I'm almost done with this up tree, except for the stuff I didn't do. But like,
Except for the 5 things that are currently blank, and then the other 5 things that no, actually 6 things that you just haven't gotten yet.
Better crouton. All right, can't afford the rest.
You could have afforded doing stuff with the weave.
Yeah, but I got more crouton.
you could have afforded doing stuff for the Wii, and then you just start waggling the Wiimote.
Give me that
Is
help.
that what it sounds like when you play Wii Sports? What?
Yeah, is that not what it sounds like for you? Isn't that the same? I put in red steel and just.
So it sounded like whenever we would be competitive with Wii Sports, just me and Drake was sitting there going, while we were playing.
It's a very confusing time.
Yeah, especially considering we made that sound the most when we played golf.
Oh, I feel like I wasted that. Oh well.
Hey, Lovey.
True. There we go.
I would have laughed if it was still missed.
Pulled some XCOM bullshit.
Nice.
Nah, just like, it just actually can't hit anyone. They just did it. Got it right.
Then again, I might be the only one on the stream that gets what I mean whenever I say XCOM bullshit, but...
No,
Wow.
I
I've played a lot of XCOM. I like XCOM.
Jerry's played
you
that
have?
of it. I know I know how XCOM works.
No, just thinking of
Oh,
like that one meme in
percentages,
particular. Yeah, well, that one meme in particular, wherever like the guy literally has a pistol against the head of another alien, and it says there's like an 80% chance of him hitting it.
That's XCOM,
You
baby.
should've had a better pistol.
Yep.
What? Oh, I was like, what? Where's the big giant thread? I'm supposed to have a thing. Wait,
Through there.
no.
Follow the zebra.
There's gotta be something through here. Oh, damn it.
Sounds like someone's trying to like play the Final Fantasy victory.
Dun 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 dun.
Stigma's clearing
Like
up.
trying to remember how to play it from memory.
Yeah.
Hazel, Hazel, Hazel. Leedle. October 23rd, 1934. Prohibition was appealed. No one needs our moonshine and bootleg wine. Demand is way down. I'm thinking of heading out west to find my fortunes there. I asked Laurent if He wanted to come. He politely declined. Said he's gonna make something of himself here.
Remember, it's the 21st Amendment, because you can't drink till you're 21. Gonna have to find a way to get up there.
I learned something.
I mean, it's one way to remember what
Prohibition
ended.
Prohibition didn't last that long.
Lasted long enough.
Lasted long enough for people to learn how to make their own hooch, yeah.
It actually, one of the things I learned getting older is it actually worked far better than people make it up to sound like it did.
Really? Why's that?
Yeah.
Or how's that, really?
Well, alcoholism was extremely bad before Prohibition, and it got to manageable after.
Fair.
This one's you.
April 4th, 1955. Came back to the old bootlegging spot. Lawrence is still here. Looking ever young and spry. Left up and bear hugged me plumb off my feet. Felt like he was going to break my back. He bought the old Sawmill's old juke joint. Runs a little backwoods bar now. I'm feeling he'll be there for quite some time.
This is getting weird.
Is it?
I don't know. I feel like that wasn't the weirdest thing that's happened.
I feel like she says random things after reading these.
Yeah, it might be the case.
It's their way of trying to make her quippy.
That one was literally just I hadn't seen this guy in a while, and when I saw him, he gave me a bear hug. He owns a bar now. Like which part of that's weird?
Oh, this is starting to get real creepy now.
The bear hug part?
Homophobic?
I don't know
Pride
her being
Month,
creeped
too?
out that I don't know her being creeped out that the opposite sex hugged her makes her homophobic.
She wasn't the one hugged. She didn't. That wasn't her. No, Robbie.
So yeah, I guess the prohibition though lasted 13 years.
That doesn't feel very long.
Door just needs some juice to open.
I mean, longer than the Confederacy.
Yeah, well, most things lasted longer than that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, in context of how old America was, that's fairly long at the time.
That's true. 13 years of it being illegal to drink. It's actually kind of amazing it lasted 13 years. Because if you try something like that now, no fucking way.
You can't get. I mean,
the internet's a thing.
The
and people-
Republicans of a week.
They'll try.
They're trying to.
Well,
I mean, they're banning porn.
Yeah, that's true.
They've been trying to do that for a long time though.
Yeah, but they're actually like getting somewhere with it.
I mean, they've been getting somewhere with it for a while, just like mostly in red states though.
It's gonna happen. And it's gonna not work.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite example of that was the first state to try to ban pornography. Because whenever I was still living in Utah, is whenever they considered it to be a public health crisis, which even people in Utah are like, yeah, they're not going to do anything about it. They're just considering it, they're just labeling it a public health crisis now. And then as soon as they finally did do something about it, wherever they made it to where you have to use an actual photo ID in order to get onto porn websites in Utah now, it didn't make it to where a lot of people started like putting their photo IDs to like Pornhub. It just made it to where VPN usage went up 700% in Utah.
Yeah, there are same things happening in Texas currently.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple other states too. I'm not sure exactly which ones it is.
They're all
I think,
red.
Missouri.
Yeah, they all are red, but
It's just so funny that they vote for these people that do these things that they clearly don't want to happen just because of the fucking
I mean,
cult of it all.
you gotta remember, Dariah, a lot of red states are gerrymandered to hell.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
And
They don't
For
actually
education.
win they don't actually win popular vote
Yeah.
a lot of times.
yeah.
One of my favorite things, which I can actually show you guys a picture of at some point in time in Discord, but
The
Does somebody
gerrymander font.
well, that too. But I was gonna say, somebody like showed the map and like how like most of the United States is red and like there's only like little sections of blue here and there. and then somebody pointing out that like, yeah, it looks a lot less impressive whenever you take out all the places wherever nobody lives, and there's like little tiny dots of red everywhere, and then these giant bubbles of blue.
Yeah, if it's actual population, it's not.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, it's one of those things, like, that's why people argue the electoral colleges all the time. And it's normally places like Wisconsin, where nobody lives, where they're like, oh, but they're doing their job. That just means that places where everybody lives doesn't have all the power to them.
See, the funny thing about that is it assumes that, like, blue states or red states or whatever, like, actually always, like, win a super majority. When that's just not
No,
true
it's
at
definitely
all.
not the true. For both blue or red, honestly.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't you hear what? Hazel? What are you? You've grown.
It's been a while.
Yeah. How you doing?
Do you know where I can find Huggin' Molly?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Bunny said.
Bunny. As in Bunny Flood, your absentee grandmother? Explains why you dress like that.
Whatever. She's just trying to help me.
Right. Because Bunny's known for giving you a helping hand.
This is different.
I saw how she treated you and Lacey.
And how did you treat Mom?
I treated Lacey well.
Until you didn't. You just up and left us one day.
This is grown folks' business. You a child. This ain't for you.
I ain't no damn child. Do you know how sad she was when you left us?
It was complicated. There was a...
Don't make excuses.
Hazel,
You didn't deserve her.
that's enough. I need you to leave.
Did you even care?
You have
What
no
was so
idea how
wrong
bad
with
they needed
Mama?
cigarettes and
With
milk.
us?
Nothing. Nothing. It's me. It's always me.
LaRon?
He's hugging Molly.
I'm not safe. Get out!
Oh shit, he's an owl.
He's
The wings look really weird for a second there. For half a second, I thought he had an owl head and crab arms.
That's what I thought
Maybe
too,
I can
actually.
relieve him.
Okay, good. I'm not the only one who thought that.
How long has he been like this?
Time to play pool.
Also, I do have the list, if you guys are interested, of the 19 states that have placed some kind of legislation on pornography.
Let's hear it.
In alphabetical order, it is Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, and Virginia. All red.
Yeah.
And most of them in the Southern Belt.
Yeah. This one's you, Robbie.
All right. Let me get out of incognito and pull up the Twitch stream again.
You didn't want what states ban porn on your search history?
No, I don't.
How not to move to the Southern Belt was his second Google search after that.
How to stay away from the South. I need to tell Lacey. Or I need to tell Lacey I'm sorry. I can be better. I can let her in. Sometimes I see her walking around, but I can't speak the words. All I think is the sorrow I caused her and Hazel. But each time it gets stuck in my throat, choking me. She deserves so much better. I don't know if I could change. I've been this way for so long.
He really did love Mama.
This is a very quick turnaround.
Yeah.
To be fair, if I saw my absent father and he's like, you don't understand why I turned away, and then turned into a giant owl, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I understand now.
He fucking did that to avoid his responsibilities, probably.
He chose to be a giant owl.
He probably got bit on purpose.
Hey, knowing that man, maybe.
Filling the bottle will clear up everything. Then I can reweave LaRon.
Let's see, where are we at in this stream?
Company houses.
214.
214. This is probably a good place to stop.
Right before boss battle.
Yeah, well, right before we like unlock a, because there's gonna be like a few smaller battles and then a big chase
that's fair.
probably, and then a boss battle.
Yeah, and you got to probably do some stuff to reweave to fix them.
Yeah, so probably like another 30 to 45 minutes left in this chapter. That's a long time. I think
We
it's a
can
good place
assume
to stop
so.
for the week.
Sure.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, also, if you're just ready to have this be the stopping point, too.
Wait, can I get this guy in there?
Or maybe not.
Nice.
Listen, Robbie, he needed to know.
I needed to know. I can't do anything in here, though. Oh.
Because you're just supposed to walk in through the doorway? At that angle, it looks like it's being blocked by sandbags. I'll give you that.
Oh, that's funny. All right. We'll,
Not
oh,
gonna inspect that letter?
there's two
Or
letters.
that letter?
I guess let's do these two letters, and then we'll...
Okay.
I got this one. Dear Mr. Baptiste, first, we appreciate your many years of service, which makes this decision much harder. We received your request to swap company scripts for cash to help pay for your wife's medical billing. Unfortunately, the company is unable to comply with your request at this time. Our policy is firm. Thank you.
I can't imagine how hard that must have been. All that work for nothing.
And then this one, E.
If I must. I can feel my time on this earth coming to a close. I'm going up to yonder to be with my lord. Hate to leave my beautiful boys behind, especially Teddy. Teddy. He's spent so much, but won't
Tootie?
show me. He thinks he's gonna be our rock, but even the hardest rock can be worn away by the streams of grief. I know he goes and cries. I've known him half my life. Can't hide from me that easily. I should talk to him about it. It's gonna be a good example for Laurent. They will need each other.
All we got is each
Alright.
other. What's it like knowing you have to leave it all behind?
And there we go. That's the stopping point tonight.
All right.
Chapter 7, a little past halfway in the game from the sounds of it. So 2 more streams, I think, of this guy. That'll be that.
Maybe.
We shall
one
see.
and a half to 2 more.
Maybe 2.5. Who can
7
say?
more.
7 more. Every chapter just gets significantly longer.
Yeah. The last one's 7 hours.
Oh, all right. Well, E, we have a link tree.
Yeah, we do. linktr.ee/LOIP. Easy link to the social media, podcast stuff. No episode this week. Great.
Was Godfather last week?
That's what I'm asking.
I don't remember. Let me look at the Spotify. I don't remember.
You can listen to the Godfather episode regardless of what's up. So, check out all the podcast stuff that we do. We have the Twitch streams on Wednesday. Dry will be continuing this.
I will.
This week, tomorrow should be Random Fidos. If it's not tomorrow, then next week we'll do it.
Okay.
And then Saturday, Drea and Robbie will be playing.
Yeah, we have a thing planned. Hopefully it works. I've not thought about how the studio lights will affect it, if at all, so we'll see what that looks like.
Yippee.
We're going to be
Woohoo.
playing something on Wii.
I mean, I don't think the studio... I mean, is IR going to get affected by that?
I don't know. It shouldn't,
might.
but it might.
Anyways, so yeah, check that out. And then I probably will be here for the Wednesday stream next week, but then I'll be gone. No Random Fidos next week. And then back to normal after that.
E will be seeing the Fidos in person
I'll be unrando Fido.
I expect a podcast from the Fido floor.
D did joke we should just like stream there and like just us actually playing on a machine.
Just on the Steam Deck. That would be hilarious, actually.
No, like at the,
like
arcade. Like,
that would be fun. That'd be really fun.
oh yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. I think that's all of our things, right? That's what we do.
That's what we do.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Like I said, we'll see you Saturday for some fun stuff where me and Robbie will probably not be talking a lot because we'll be concentrated on the game because it'll be super fun. But
Yeah, who can say what will happen?
yeah, maybe our brains will go completely numb and we'll talk a whole bunch. Who knows?
That is possible too.
But it'll be really fun. Actually, really looking forward to that stream. We tried to do it once before and it was a total train wreck. Hopefully, it isn't this time.
Hopefully, it's less of a train wreck.
Unarchived, actually.
Yeah,
that's how bad it is. It was unarchived.
Yeah, it was terrible. If it ends up being something that won't work, then we might just play some of this or something, or like find something on.
Hopefully, it's
somewhere.
less of a train wreck and more of like a pile up on the highway.
Yeah.
Try is just gonna be playing Expedition 33, and Robbie will be like, "I don't. What's happening?
I don't get what. Why are they going that way? Who is that guy?
All right, so here's the things you need to catch up on. They're French, right? All right. Well, thank you everybody for chatting with us. Thank you, Zafoon. Thank you, Sam. Have a great night. We'll talk to you again very, very soon. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.